Hi friends, welcome back. So today I wanted to make another video about some more of my favorite books since it seemed like you guys liked the last one and I love talking about books, so I feel like it's a perfect match. So I have 4 more books that I like a lot. I don't know if I love them. No, I love them. They're so good. I love all the books that I have. I got 2 more books over there this weekend. I haven't read them yet, so we'll see what happens. I bought those books and then I got 3 more books from the library. One of them is The Buddha in the Attic. I just started that one, but it's small. It's only like 200 pages, and I'm halfway through that already, and I'll let you guys know what I think of that. And then I got Paula Hawkins' new book. What's it called? Slow Burning Fire, I think. And then I have another one that they shipped from a different library called Braiding Sweetgrass, which looked really good too. So once I finish all those books, I will make a video and say if they were good or not. So far the book I'm reading now, the Buddha in the Attic, it's really good. It's a book club book that is for the month of March. I would have never picked it out myself, but again, it's like one of those that I really like. So I love that the book club is like broadening my horizons of books. So anyway, let's get back to this point. Books that I love. More books that I love. This one is by Jodi Picoult. It is called The Book of Two Ways. I read this book when it came out, which was, I want to say 2020? I think it says in the book, doesn't it? Yeah, 2020. I was right. I'll read like a little bit about this maybe. Everything changes in a single moment for Dawn. She's on a plane when the flight attendant makes an announcement. Prepare for a crash landing. She braces herself as thoughts flash through her mind. The shocking thing is, the thoughts were not of her husband, but of a man she saw 15 years ago, Wyatt. Dawn miraculously survives the crash, but so do all the doubts that have suddenly been raised. She has led a good life back in Boston, there with her husband, Brian, their beloved daughter, and her work as a death doula, in which she helps ease the transition between life and death for her clients. But somewhere in Egypt is Wyatt, who works as an archaeologist unearthing ancient burial sites, a career that Dawn once studied, but was forced to abandon when life suddenly intervened. Now, when it seems that fate has offered her second chances, she is not as sure of the choice she once has made. So this book was really, really good. The Book of Two Ways was the perfect title for it. It kind of just literally just shows like your life could have gone 2 ways by just a simple choice. Thinking about what your life could be if you would have made a different choice. So it's kind of just following Dawn's story of, it's almost like she's reliving her life as if she was young again and with Wyatt and retracing those steps and those feelings and whatnot, and in the end she picks what she feels is best for her after experiencing both lives with her husband Brian and then with Wyatt. Yeah, I think it's just like that interesting thought of like, I feel like most people are like, oh, what if I would have done this? How differently would have my life have been? So yeah, I like that book a lot. It's really, really good. Highly recommend. This one, it's called The Farm. It is by Tom Rob Smith. Let's see. It says, I'll read the back of it and see what you guys think. If you refuse to believe me, I will no longer consider you my son. Daniel believed that his parents were enjoying a peaceful retirement on a remote farm in Sweden. But with a single phone call changes everything. Your mother, she's not well, his father tells him. She's been imagining things, terrible, terrible things. She had a psychotic breakdown and had been committed to a mental hospital. Before Daniel can board a plane to Sweden, his mother calls. Everything that man has told you is a lie. I'm not mad. I need the police. Meet me at Heathrow. Caught between his parents and unsure of whom to believe or trust, Daniel becomes his mother, unwilling judge and jury, as she tells him an urgent tale of secrets, of lies, of a crime, and a conspiracy that implicates his own father. This book was really good. I read it quite a while ago. I read it like 5 years ago, but there's so much of it that I remember and have kind of just like stuck with me. I remember in the book, Daniel had just thought of his parents as like these perfect parents, and he had like this great childhood and everything was just perfect. Underlying, there's a huge secret that changes everything for him. So I feel like it also just kind of, things aren't always as they seem type of situation, and your life can change in just a moment with just a simple thing as a phone call. So yeah, I really highly recommend this book. I hope that sounded interesting to you, because it was really interesting. It's it was a quick read for me. I read it pretty quickly. It has like 380 pages, but it goes by quickly because it's so good. You can't stop reading it. So yes, that one is another one I recommend. This one I feel like a lot of people are gonna know. The Host by Stephenie Meyer. This book was made into a movie, which movie I think is really good. I think it's like a good book to movie adaptation. This book I think has come out quite a while ago. When I bought it at Half Price Bookstore for, I have the receipt still. I bought it for $2. It was like a ginormous book. How many pages does it have? Let's see. 620 pages. So this took me quite a while to get into, or not into, to finish. I wonder why she didn't like break it down into like 3 different books. Also, it has a leaf in it. I like to like do this with my leaves and then frame them, or just keep them like this. Anyway, not the point. Yeah, I don't know why she didn't like break this down into other books, but just one big fat book worked for me. It was really nice. I liked it. I'll read a little bit of this and see what you guys think. Melanie Strider refuses to fade away. Our world has been invaded by an unseen enemy. Humans can be hosts for these invaders, their minds taken over while their bodies remain intact and continue to live apparently unchanged. Most of humanity has succumbed. While Melanie, one of the few remaining wild humans, is captured, she is certain it is her end. Wanderer, the invading soul, has been given Melanie's body. She was warned about the challenges of living inside a human, the overwhelming emotions, and the senses, the 2 vivid memories, but there was one difficult Wanderer did not expect. The former tenant of her body refuses to relinquish possession of her mind. Wanderer probes Melanie's thoughts, hoping to discover the whereabouts of the remaining human resistance. Instead, Melanie fills Wanderer's mind with visions of the man Melanie loves, Jared, a human who still lives in hiding. Unable to separate herself from her body's desires, Wanderer begins to yearn for a man she has been tasked with exposing. When outside forces make Wanderer a Melanie's unwilling ally, they set off on a dangerous and uncertain search for the man they both love. Yeah, this book was really, really, really good. There's so much that goes into it and so much of a story, and I feel like it's like a good sense of like a little bit of that fear I feel like that some people have of like aliens coming to take over us. You know, I don't know if everyone feels that way and like what that would entail, and I think it's just like a fun story of what could possibly happen. And also I think just shows the strength of the human mind and the willingness of someone who is stubborn and wants something and they won't give up until they get it. So I don't know, it's a really beautiful story because you like both the characters. Like the Wanderer, who is like supposed to be taking over Melanie's body, is like the alien. You're not supposed to like that, but you have a lot of emotions for her too. So it's like, I don't know, it's hard to not get into that. But all right, and then the last one is The Life We Bury. This one was really good too. I like the cover of it. It says, college student Joe is on a deadline to complete a writing assignment for an English class. His task is to interview a stranger and write a brief biography, so Joe heads to a nearby nursing home to find a willing subject. There he meets Carl, a dying veteran and a convicted murderer. With only months to live, Carl has been medically paroled after spending 30 years in prison for crimes of murder. As Joe writes about Carl's life, especially Carl's war in Vietnam, he cannot reconcile the heroism of the soldier with the despicable acts of the convicted. With the help of Lila, his skeptical neighbor, Joe throws himself into uncovering the truth, but he is hamstrung in efforts by having to deal with his dangerously dysfunctional mother, the guilt of leaving his autistic brother vulnerable, and the haunting childhood memory. Thread by thread, Joe unravels the tapestry of Carl's conviction, but as he and Lila dig deeper into circumstances of the crime, the stakes grow higher. Will Joe discover the truth before it's too late to escape the fallout? This book was really, really good. It had a lot of different aspects in it, like kind of like what it said, a veteran, and just kind of again thinking that you know everything, and hearing a little bit of someone's story and thinking you can fill in the blanks by yourself, but letting someone fill the blanks in of their own story and listening to that, I think says a lot about a person's story instead of letting someone else fill in the blanks. Yeah, just a really well written book, and really enjoyed it a lot. I hope you guys enjoy it too. Those are just 4 more. I have plenty more to make videos, and like I said, I got some more from the library, so I'll update when I finish those. But I hope you guys liked some of these, and maybe try them out and see what you think. And if you do, let me know below. I really would like to have a talk to you guys about books. But yeah, that's it. I thank you guys so much for coming back. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.